Hi, guys. Hi. This is very last minute. You probably hear Alan. Hopefully he calms down in a second. I thought about doing this as a recorded video, but I figured it would be better to maybe just hop on live. So, hi. I have major updates for you guys. Not connected to foster care. I'm sorry. I hope updates are coming soon. With that. No, I have updates with everything you saw in the title of this. Holy cow. Things have happened the last week. Okay. So, how are you guys? Let me know what your day has been like in the comments. I have had quite a full day. Me and Andrew were both off work, and so we slept in a little bit. I made us breakfast. We had coffee and breakfast and watched a TV show. Hi! Before I went to my appointment today with my new endocrinologist, which I'll talk about. And then I got home. We had some dinner, and he was off to training. So that's what our day has been like. I have lots of updates on today, as well as some stuff from last week. So let's jump into it and go through the update. So first I'll start with last week. Last week, I finally got my physical done for foster care. Finally. So we did my physical and my TB test, and I asked if we could do I was really excited. It's finally done. They, I guess, actually have a blood test version of TB instead of just where they inject it and they have to read it like 48 hours, 72 hours later. So because I was going to Sacramento for a couple days to see family, to see my mom, and see my nephew graduate kindergarten, I cried. It was a thing. I know, it's never fun. Thankfully, I have really good veins, so that helps. Okay, I won't go anywhere. So I got my physical done, and we did the blood test version of the TB test, so I didn't have to go back and have anything read. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I know, I'll stay put. So she tacked on to that blood work anything I needed to be up to date with, like anything I was a little behind with because it had been a while. And so that meant we tested for my thyroid levels at the same time. They were perfect as they always had been. What else? She tested my liver levels again, which I'll talk about in a second. She also, what was the other thing I noticed? She did like a whole She did like a whole blood panel, like where she was testing my white blood cell count, my red blood cell count, complete blood cell count, whatever that means. Yeah, she also did my glucose, so my blood sugar is totally normal. Everything looked really great. Thyroid was normal. I think I've already said that. My blood set, it was really funny because in my blood count, it's funny. I was pulling the results up on my phone, like analyzing it myself, which is probably not a good thing because I don't know enough to know exactly what I'm looking at. I'm just guessing, kind of going off of what they say the normal range is versus what they're saying my number is. So that's how I'm always easily able to, exactly. I'm not a doctor. I don't know all of this. I know they test my thyroid level. I know they test my liver level. that's about the extent of my understanding. So yeah. Um, but it was funny because I feel like I got so much understanding of what was going on with my body from it. Like, just, I'm making all of these, like, I'm making more than you have to of this. And is that a sign of anything? And it was really interesting. Anyways, so liver levels was the main thing we were concerned about because I think I've told this story a few times since my initial testing and everything. I had elevated liver levels in 2016. Yeah. Initially, it was 2016. And then I got switched from my HRT, found out that my HRT was too high of estrogen for me, and that's why it was hurting my stomach when I took it. My endo at that time, endocrinologist, did not listen to me. She brushed off what I said and didn't seem to really hear what I was trying to tell her, I guess. I don't even know. It was not fun. So then I double checked with my gynecologist when I went to them. And I was like, hey, could you just check out what I'm on? Because it hurt my stomach every time I take it without fail. And I know all the tricks to try. I've tried taking it with food. I've tried taking it with a flavored drink. Like, I know what to try. I've taken medicine my whole life. I know what to try. This isn't working and it's still hurting my stomach. Something is wrong. She looked it up. The look on her face was incredible. And she goes, whoa, yeah, you don't need that much. That's way too high. So she put me on what she was giving her patients. Max. Max. They heard something, apparently. Anyways, so I got switched. Max. Come here. Come here. Nobody sit. Stop. Come here. Okay, fine. He's not coming. I'm trying. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Yeah, he's talking. No. Okay. He's a little distracted right now. Anyways. Okay. So I got switched. That was probably in 2017 that I switched. Yeah. So then later that year, they retested my liver levels to see what is at. I was still elevated. Not as bad, I don't think, but I was still elevated. And then after I had been off of it a little longer and switched to the new one a little longer, they tested again. And it had gone down even more. So we retested it. And it was once again even lower than before. And now both levels that she tested for liver levels, it's the 2 liver enzymes. Actually, I could probably look it up on my phone. I could probably look at the history of my tests too. Yes, that's Alan, if you hear the screaming. Him and Max heard something outside. I don't know what. And that starts them. And once one of them goes, the other one starts too. It's fun. Okay. But Max is sleeping on the floor now. He's being a good boy now. Yeah. I'll pull the results up. But they were both normal now. Woohoo, woohoo. Woohoo. So that means my liver is totally normal now. It's not elevated, it's not over functioning. It's great. So that was really exciting. That whole long story just to say that. I was going to bring it up because the history of it, when I was looking, I looked back at the history at the same time I was looking at the new ones. And I was like, oh, geez, there's a long history there. Okay. Yeah, test results. It finally loaded. So it's ALT and SAT. So let's look. Passed in January of, wait, no, not that one. Alkaline phosphatase is one of them. So the normal range is 37 to 117. Mine initially was 175. And then it went down to 140 in October of last year. And then a week later, we retested again and it was 139. And then this last time, the end of last month, so like 2 weeks ago, it was 104. Perfect. And then the other one, the range is 41 is the top one. And mine was exactly 41. So perfect. I was really excited. So that was good. I don't think there was anything else major that I got out of last week. That was kind of it. My physical was done, TB test was done, and the thyroid levels and everything were updated and still good. And then I wanted to talk about my new endocrinologist that I met for the first time today. I had kind of a pause put on my whole shift to HRT and maybe natural way of supporting my hormones and all of that, with trying to figure out how I wanted to move forward with my endo I was with. And then last week when I went in for my physical, I asked her, I said, hey, is there somebody else I could talk to just to get like a second opinion on something? Not to that endo, but somebody else. And she said, oh yeah, who are you with? And I said, oh, I was with this doctor. And she said, oh yeah, well, she moved to the other place anyway, so she's not even at this clinic anymore. So yeah, I'll refer you to the new one. And I was like, awesome to know. That's great. Great to be aware of that now. And I got an appointment with the new one so fast. Literally, I think I actually made the appointment last Thursday and I got in for it today. It was awesome. So I went and met her today. And I had a couple things. I mean, I wanted to establish her as my endo because I try to always have an established one so that if I have something outside of a normal checkup, I have somebody to go to. That specifically is experienced with working with Turners. And today was not only doing that, but I was also going to ask her about the stuff I've mentioned with you guys with like hormones and oils and how I could maybe incorporate that, their thoughts, and how she might be willing to help me like see what that does for me through like testing and stuff. So my initial thoughts after meeting her the first time is I love her. She was amazing. She was incredible. She was super, super well-versed in everything. Like I could tell she really had experience and knew that Turner's is very nuanced. So she was really listening to me with what I was saying my experiences were and what we knew my body was doing. And she was very, very tuned in to looking at it as an individual case, not a broad sweep of a here's how we know how to handle that. Which I thought was incredible. And I was so excited. She really listened to me. She was really open to what I was saying and things I wanted to try. It was great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was so excited. So then she told me some interesting things from the testing we had done. I don't think this last time they tested my hormones. Like, I don't think they did a hormone panel this last blood work, but the last time I did blood work, that I had to do blood work for re-upping my liver levels. I had my other doctor add on a hormone panel too, so I could see where I was at. And so I think that's what she was looking at from my memory. And she said I was low in estrogen, which was interesting. Not really what I was expecting, but that's what she said, that my estrogen seemed really low. And so she wanted to switch up what we were doing. So when I talked to her about the oils part, she was very much like, yes, try it. I think it could be a great additive. I think that could be something that could be really helpful, and we'll monitor things and see what it's doing. And she also switched me to a patch again, which I know I've said this a couple times in telling my history with HRT, but the patch last time didn't work for me. It was some version of too low of a dose. I don't know how much lower than I needed it was, but it was too low and I was spotting a lot. It was not right for me. Didn't work right. And I told her that, and she said, okay, let me monitor what it does. Let's try this. If you have any problems before we plan to test again, then let me know and we'll address it sooner than this. But let's do this. So it's the patch and a pill. It's an estrogen patch and a progesterone pill. And she said, I can totally up your dose if this isn't enough. So if it causes the same problems, we can bump it higher to what you need. She said her main concern was she was worried about my estrogen being too low for my bones. And I guess the patch is not as able to impact your liver, because most of the time it's just oral pills, basically, that can affect your liver. So this would bypass all of that and it wouldn't be able to impact my liver. And she thinks it'll be a better way of getting me estrogen to be the proper dose for me. And her main concern was, you're 28 with osteopenia, which I think I'm saying that right. The beginning of osteoporosis. I couldn't think of that word either. She said we really should pay attention to that, and I want to make sure you need estrogen for your bones. We need to make sure your bones are getting this. Yes, thank you. So that was her main focus in switching me, was that doesn't look right, and we need to make sure that it's right for your bone health, most importantly. She said, even though this is giving you a cycle, that's kind of a surface band-aid to what's going on underneath, and we need you to be getting the right amount for all of the other stuff that you need this for. So that's what we're switching to. So she said that and the oils she think will really help. I was really excited. She was super open to it. She was asking me questions. She was looking at the bottles. She was very, very open to it. So I'm doing everything I just said. And then I'm incorporating also the oils is Progessence Plus, which has progesterone from wild yam extract, and clary sage, which I have some, but I need to order more. So those are the two oils I'm going to be incorporating too, which I'm so excited about, and so excited to see what happens. So we're going to be testing my levels again, my hormone levels, like do a hormone panel again in a month. She said, let's give it a month and see what they're at. If we need to up it, we can. If it seems like it's working well, we can do that. Like, we'll see where we're at. And then if I have any issues before then, I'm just going to call her and let her know. And then we'll adjust it then and do the testing then instead of waiting. So I finally have that open conversation going. I finally have things happening with it. And if the patch can work for me this time in conjunction with like oil supplementing and helping, and I'm excited. So I love this new doctor I have. She was incredible. I was very, very excited when I left. Very, very happy. It went amazing. And I think that was everything I was going to update you guys on. That felt like a lot. But I got so much information out of it. It was awesome. So I hope everybody has a good night and has had a good night. I know. Deep breath. Oh, it's done. I have to admit, you guys know me. I'm so like, I was a little nervous about trying to figure out switching endocrinologists because I knew I needed to, but I didn't know how to go about that. Like, did I need to, like, how to navigate that? I'd never had to do that before. So I was trying to find that balance between, like, I preach to you guys, be your own advocate. If you don't feel right about it, be heard. Like, don't just let that pass. And at the same time, being respectful, being courteous, being, like, just at the same time doing it in the right way. So that I got a little bit of an out in that she had moved. But anyways, it was good. I'm really excited. So I'll keep you guys updated on how everything goes. I really wanted to do this update sooner rather than later because it's all fresh in my mind and I'm kind of just coming off of getting all of that information and still processing. But yeah, so I'm really excited. Would you guys I feel like this is kind of an updated HRT routine, huh? I feel like some of my routines I've talked about I should update with like supplements and all of that, because some stuff has shifted, some has been added, some stuff I'm just not, it's not something I need right now, so I'm kind of setting it aside. But oh yes, I had to have blood work. I have good veins though, so that was helpful. The person that drew my blood was really fast too. They were really good. I barely felt it. It's good. Blood work is it's a, oh, now I'm trying to remember the name. It's a necessary evil. I can't think of the word I'm trying to actually think of, but that gets the gist of it across, I guess. It's the fun that we get as women or girls with Turner syndrome. So, yeah. She also, she also talked to me a little bit about like the fertility stuff, and she said, what's going on with you with that? And then we had this whole conversation about like embryo adoption and my results I got and what that meant for me, and estrogen levels making it difficult to lose weight possibly, and just so much that I got to kind of process with her, and it was really good. That was helpful. So, it's not fun, but it'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll get through it. I mean, honestly, I would recommend not watching. They'll warn you. They'll say, okay, you're about to feel it. So it's not like you're gonna, like, by not looking, you're not gonna know when it's gonna happen. They'll warn you. At least they always have warned me right before. And then you don't have to worry about like how you might handle watching it, because I know I always question myself with if I should watch it or not. Because it's hard. It can be weird. Not fun. So, but you'll be okay. It'll be that part of it, the actual initial it being placed in, is it goes by so fast. You like are anticipating it coming, and the next it's already happened. It's like it goes by really fast. Yeah, especially in your hand. If you're getting an IV, usually they try to do those in your hand. Oh, yeah, I remember my first time when I didn't have anybody with me for it. Trying to think if there was anything else I needed to update you guys on. I don't think so. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I just like word vomited out a lot of information and kind of just went live and was like, hey, guess what? Da! Which, I mean, is anybody really surprised? I don't think so. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and leave them. And I can try to see if there's some I can answer. Even if it has nothing to do with everything I updated on. Feel free. Any question you have. I think I updated on my foot already, that I went to the doctor and it wasn't broken. I think I already did that. So yeah, I sprained both my ankle and my foot a few weeks ago. Wasn't broken though. So that's good. How did what go? Oh, fun. And then summer break. I can't believe it's already summer. That's crazy. This whole first half of the year flew by so quickly. It feels like it was just January. That's insane. Oh, okay. There was another element to things that I'm still kind of figuring out. So my blood pressure has generally been good. Um, oh. Like, guess what? Yeah. And then when I said my liver levels were good, I was like, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Anyways, um, so this one had to do with my heart, which I have no history of having any problems with, but my my blood pressure was in general okay. Um, the top number, I can't remember which is called which. The top number was slightly a little higher. Not bad though. And my oxygen level was good and everything. It was my heart rate was high. And she was looking back on the past things, and there's a history of it being really high. So we aren't sure why. She did say we need to watch that. I think I probably need to try switching to decaf coffee. I know. Yes, I'm okay. I'm still me. It's okay. So I probably will start trying to switch to decaf. Just to see if that does anything. I don't know. She said she didn't think that would have been a huge impact. But I mean, it's not like it can hurt trying it. But she said if in 3 months, she wants to see me again in 3 months. And she said, if in 3 months, it's not any lower, it hasn't gotten any better, we may need to put me on something. And I was like, and she starts going to, and I'm like, relax, like, calm down. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I got home and I told Andrew, and he's like, I'm sure stressing out doesn't help. I'm like, no, probably not. And this probably does not help my anxiety by any stretch of the imagination. I think we've had that discussion before too. I just, like, you guys are my therapists. I talk about everything with you guys. Brooke drinking decaf coffee. What? I know, right? Who would have thought I'd ever get to that point? I love my coffee, yes. A little too much. Mine naturally runs a little high. See, I'm wondering if maybe mine does too. Because I feel like maybe mine was that way even before I ever got to the age of starting to drink coffee. But okay, I don't know if this is a thing that's still talked about at all, but there's a thing called white coat syndrome where you see a doctor and you get a little nervous. And I majorly had it when I was younger. There was no specific reason. It just was this automatic reaction I would have where I'd be a little nervous, and it wasn't fear, really. It was just nerves. So my heart rate would be a little high and stuff like that. I feel like that was a part of it too, but I know I didn't have that today. I haven't had that reaction in a really long time. Stress away, yes, actually. Yes, I've been using a lot of stress away lately. I wonder what that says. Okay. It just smells so good. Maybe I just need to use more stress away. Maybe that's my issue. So that's what's going on with all of that. That's where I'm at with it. Those were really the main points. That was everything. That's the update on oils and hormones for me. And I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes and what that ends up looking like. I'll be really interested to see what my levels are next time after I've had that whole month trying these things. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's what's happening. I've already said that like 5 times. I may end it here unless anybody has any questions. Anything you're curious about, any thoughts to share. Yeah. I do have a video for Thursday that I'm excited about. I was very excited about everybody's, I haven't gotten to get back to the comments yet, but everybody's reaction to making another video. I'm so excited to do that. So look for the update on that and all the information. Oh, have a good night. Good luck studying and on your test. Thank you. Okay. I'm probably going to let you guys go for the night and talk to you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, this will be up. So if you're watching the replay or after I end this, you have any questions that come to mind, please, please feel free to leave them in the comments of this afterwards. And I'll try to get back to it. I always try to get back to the comments, even if it's not as quick as I want to be. I always try to, at some point, get back in and respond to all my comments. So I know I'm probably like a week behind right now. Things got a little busy last week. And, but I do still really want to try to. So please always feel free to leave comments. I love reading your comments. I love hearing from you guys and seeing your thoughts. So, yeah, Max is sleeping. And Sirius, I can hear Sirius once in. So I need to go open the door for him. Okay. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out and listening to my rambling about all of this. I hope you guys have a great night. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. Good night.